Life's all about how you look at it, and we'll give you some new perspectives today on The Express. On today's show, any kind of artwork that involves a torch seems just extra cool. Glass fusing at Fort Langley Art Glass.
Light me up.
They're coming back, making her cut.
Culinary training at Kla-How-Eya Aboriginal Center.
Now I could cook anything you want.
Native has sort of become like an everyday shoe for a lot of people.
Vancouver's new award-winning shoe design company.
I think of it almost as like the Oscars, the Academy Awards of design.
Let yourself exhale. Pay attention.
Holistic advice from Port Moody's Verices Wellness.
I needed to manage my thoughts better so that I could attend to my overall health.
See that and more local expression. Welcome to The Express. I'm Johanna at Fort Langley Art Glass. Today's show kind of feels like a spring break camp for adults. How-tos on glass art, curling, even award-winning shoe design. And up first, it's a culinary training program that isn't just about skills in the kitchen, but also in life.
So you can see his is pretty good. That's what you're looking for.
We're going for 1 centimeter cut, and just like a choo-choo train, they're coming back, making her cut, and going forward.
Chef Chris Monkman and Chef Andrew George are giving Aboriginal youth the opportunity of a lifetime.
Dip her cup in a little bit of water.
So basically what you guys learned and what she did here today, you guys can do this with grouse, eh?
It all starts here at the Kla-How-Eya Aboriginal Center in Surrey.
So basically what we developed here at Kla-How-Eya was a 16-week pre-apprenticeship program. It's geared towards low-income families of Métis and Aboriginal descent. Considered a feeder program for the actual chef schools in Vancouver.
The program has been running since 1996. The first 8 weeks, students are involved in more textbook work.
So the idea is that you put your left hand behind your back, butt your hip up against the table. And that way, you're keeping yourself naturally straight because you have your hip up against here.
But by week 9, apprentice Chef Chris will take them through the basics of food preparation. First up,
it's like a locomotive.
Cutting. They start with flour and work their way to celery.
And we're leaving the station. They learn how to make really basic, rudimentary dishes that are incorporated with the French culinary style, which is pretty much the standard, around the world.
The Kla-How-Eya Culinary Arts Program has a 70% success rate.
Going back, making your incision, pushing down, and following through. Okay, just like everything in life, you want to attack it, do it, and follow through. Carry on, right?
For students like Ashley, the program allows her to connect with her roots.
This has really opened my eyes to see there's not really that many First Nation chefs, and that's also another reason why it's opened up that I want to do this as my career.
It's really great. The chefs are hands-on, and the people are nice and they're great to work around. And I'm just learning a lot, and now I could cook anything you want.
It's really strange, actually. When I was growing up, I was never allowed in the kitchen, and I've always wanted to be a chef. I love this program. I don't want it to end.
66 students have graduated from this program so far, and many of them go on to pursue more education.
It was a really, really great experience. I learned a lot of different techniques and different styles of food, and I'm actually very excited to get into BCC after this.
For Chef Andrew and Chef Chris, the progress they see their students make is the reward.
Food is very integral to the Aboriginal culture, just like any other culture in the world. It's been very good to me, and it's my time to give back to the youth, and I love what I'm doing.
The first step is getting here, just like anything, right? Showing up is 99% of it, right? So the fact that they're here shows that they're already champions in their own right.
Just grab a fork and knife, you guys all try this, okay?
In Surrey, I'm Melanie Pineda for The Express.
Chef Andrew George is an all-star himself. He was the Canadian medal winner in the 1992 World Culinary Olympics. And you can learn more about the program at their website. Now, up next on The Express, we're learning life lessons like patience, perspective, and possibility from an ancient art form here at Fort Langley Art Glass.
Glass is timeless. I've played around with glass for probably 30 years in one way, shape, or form. We've had the store now for about 8 years. The primary focus is as a learning center. We teach fusing, glass fusing. We teach the traditional Tiffany method of stained glass.
This is beautiful. It's so funky. So this is the fused glass. This is the stained glass. Which do you like working with better?
That's really a tough question.
That's why I asked.
Each has its own values. Stained glass I've been doing for many years. It taught me patience. With fused glass, the techniques are absolutely endless. I would call fused glass a journey, stained glass a destination. When I'm teaching my students to work with glass, I try and tell them to look into the glass. Don't look at the glass, look into the glass. We've kind of branched out now a bit into silversmithing, so we're offering that as well.
I think any kind of artwork that involves a torch seems just extra cool.
There you go.
Oh,
there you
okay.
go. Okay,
Ready?
light me up.
Oh!
This is the first time in my life where I have actually hopped out of bed in the morning and couldn't wait to go to work. This is not work, this is my life.
Later here at Fort Langley Art Glass, we're going to try one of the important techniques. But right now, the creativity gets even more soulful with an award-winning shoe design company from Vancouver.
From an office outside downtown Vancouver to a factory in China, Native Shoes has gone global. And their Fitzsimmons model just won a Red Dot Award for product design.
So the Red Dot is an award that is handed out in Germany. It's a worldwide award. Thousands of different companies' products enter each year, and this year the Native Fitzsimmons is one of the winners. It's sort of become like an everyday shoe for a lot of people.
Past winners of the prestigious Red Dot include the Apple iPad, Dyson Vacuums, and the BMW Group.
I think of it almost as like the Oscars, the Academy Awards of design. So with winning comes displaying the product in the museum. They have one in Germany and one in Shanghai. And then it also gives us the ability to mark our product from now on as a Red Dot Award winner.
Native's entire line is made out of EVA, the material used to make running shoe soles, making the shoes soft and supportive.
You know, nobody was able to do a full EVA shoe like this before. We were told we couldn't do it, but we pushed and we found ways to actually make it happen. So we have a factory that does our molds for us, and that's where we do a lot of our development, tinkering back and forth on, lower it a bit, make it a bit like this. And then after we have the molds, we have an injection factory, and that's where they actually inject the EVA material into the molds, and we do our assembly and packaging and shipping out of there.
Because theirs is an injection product, there's no waste material. And there's another benefit.
The first thing that people say when they pick up the shoe is, I can't believe how lightweight it is. It's known for being really good at absorbing shock, really cushy, really comfortable, and we're making full shoes out of it, which is sort of new. That's sort of what people see as being the technical aspect. Is it something they haven't really seen before?
They're also popular with celebrities like Hilary Duff, Diplo, and even Tommy Hilfiger.
The feedback we've been getting from our fans is Native has sort of become the shoe they go to every day. It's so comfortable, it's lightweight, it's easy to clean, it's funky, people are getting noticed wearing them.
I'm Erin Shaw in Vancouver for The Express.
Native shoes are available around Vancouver, including Antisocial on Main Street. You're watching The Express, and we have more local stories and more life lessons coming up.
After the break, curling for cancer in New Westminster.
Thought about life and thought, I'm not done here. I've got too much to live for.
I am a peaceful spirit in a human body.
Port Moody's Varices Wellness.
I needed to do something to center myself and manage my thoughts better.
You're watching local TV on The Express.
Any expectation. That's great.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by...
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.